Hello, everyone, and welcome to Finer Tune. This is a channel where we discuss all things music, be it pop or rock or metal or classical or blues or big band and swing or 50s rock and roll, um, Motown, you name it. We'll discuss it here. Now, I am biased toward classic rock and metal, but that's just me. Now, um, my first my first video was basically an introduction. I got into the various different types of music that and a little bit about my thoughts on it. The second video, this is actually the third video on this channel. The second one was a review of the debut Kiss album from 1974, and the reason for that is that's just a logical starting point for me because Kiss is my favorite band. They always have been. So why not start at the very beginning? I mean, they were my introduction to rock and roll. Always been my favorite, always will be. And we're going to get into another review here in just a moment. What qualifies me? My opinion. What qualifies you to agree or disagree with me? Your opinion, and that's fine. I mean, we don't all hear the same thing. That's the beauty of music. We can hear the same thing and simultaneously hear something completely different, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. So, before we get into this album review, keep in mind I am not a professional musician. I do kind of dabble with the guitar a little bit. I'm not good at it. You're never going to see me on stage, not even with a local bar band. But I play for my own entertainment right here in this room. So, let's go ahead and get into this video. It's a review of the 1974 follow-up to the debut self-titled Kiss album, Hotter Than Hell. This is a song. This is an album which features obviously Gene Simmons, bass, lead vocals, backing vocals, Ace Frehley, lead guitar, backing vocals, Paul Stanley, rhythm guitar, lead vocals, backing vocals, Peter Criss on the drums, lead vocals, backing vocals. You may notice the Japanese writing on this album, and that, as legend has it, and I have no reason to dispute this, is because they wanted to appeal to their Japanese fans, or at least that's the official story at the time, is it was an appeal to the Japanese fans, but they weren't known in Japan yet, so it was just kind of a selling point, the way I heard it. I don't know if that was by the record company. It probably was Casablanca Records, but it also makes sense considering the Japanese are known for kabuki theater. Kiss wears kabuki style makeup, so it all makes sense. And now with that, let's go ahead and get into the review. Now before I do this, if you didn't see the previous review, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through song by song. Now you saw that there are 4 guys on the band, so there are 6 components to each song. There are the lyrics, there are the vocals, drums, bass, rhythm guitar, lead guitar. So I'm going to give each component a possible score of 5 points, which gives each song a possible score of 30 points, which makes the album, because there are 10 songs on it, worth a possible 300 points, which I'll get to at the end. And then I take that, do a little simple division, and determine where this album rates on a scale of 1 to 10. So, with that in mind, let's get into the very first song on this album. It's a song written by Paul Stanley. He also sings lead on this. This song is called Got to Choose. This song, the lyrics on this song, I love the lyrics to this song because it just tells, it's great at telling a story. It tells you the story of a guy who has heard that the woman that he's with is also with someone else. And I mean, he's okay with her being with someone else, but if she's going to be with him, she's got to let the narrator of the song go. So, you know, you got to choose him or me. You know, great narrative in the song, very well written. Lyrics get a 5 out of 5. The vocals in this song, Paul has what I think is just a perfect lead vocal in this song. Where I dock it a little bit is the harmony vocals. They just seem a little bit too high for my liking, which, if you saw the previous review, you know that I told you just how great the harmonies are on pretty much every song. The harmonies are the reason that this gets docked from a 5 down to a 4. Overall, really good, but the harmonies knock it down. The drums on this song, they're good for the song. They're not great, nothing special. Peter Criss does a decent job. He's not terrible. I'd give him a 3 out of 5. I mean, it's very average, I think, in my opinion. The bass. The bass does a great job of tying everything together here. It's not overplayed, it's not underplayed, it's just a really nice groove by Gene Simmons, and I give his bass playing a 4 out of 5. The rhythm guitar, just some killer riffs in here. I especially love that opening riff. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play any music on this channel because some artists, they like to do copyright strikes. They like to have videos taken down for copyright infringement. I don't want to get involved in any of that, so we're not going to play any of the music. Is Kiss one of those bands? I don't think so. I've heard, other channels where they have played some of their songs, but there are bands like that out there, so I'm not going to actually play the music, so you're not going to hear the riff here. I would definitely recommend looking up this song, though. I give the rhythm guitar a 4 out of 5. The lead guitar. Lead guitar has some very typical Ace Frehley parts to it. Some that are not so typical of Ace, at least as I hear it. I think he does a great job. Is it perfect? Not quite. But it's very good. I give him a 4 out of 5. So, with that in mind, got to choose. Out of a possible 30 points, it receives a 24. So that's a very solid song right there. Next up is a song written by Ace Frehley, sung by Gene Simmons. It's called Parasite. Why didn't Ace sing this song? Well, why didn't he sing any songs in the beginning? Because he was not confident in his vocal abilities. So Gene Simmons sang this song. The lyrics, very well written, not quite perfect. It's pretty good though. I mean, Ace does a really good job with the lyrics. 4 out of 5. The vocals. This is really a great lead vocal by Gene Simmons here. The harmonies are right on point. Again, not quite perfect, very good, excellent job here. 4 out of 5. The drums. Well, Peter Criss gets better here. He's got some great fills. There's a great beat going on. He does a really good job. Again, not quite perfect, but he gets a 4 out of 5 here. The bass, really great job driving the song, moving everything along just like it should. 4 out of 5 on the bass. The rhythm guitar, you cannot ignore the rhythm guitar in this song. The main riff is just absolutely killer. Just absolutely beautiful guitar work here. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for the rhythm guitar. Lead guitar, clearly written for Ace's style, which makes sense because Ace wrote the song. Great solo in this song, just absolutely brilliant. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on the lead guitar. Let me back up to the bass for just a moment. I had read somewhere that Ace Frehley actually plays the bass on this song. Is that true? I'm not 100% sure. It wouldn't surprise me. That doesn't matter though. I mean, it's a great song. And did I give you a score on it? I don't think I did. That's a 26 out of 30 for Parasite. Next up is a song called Goin' Blind. This song was written by Gene Simmons and a guy that he and Paul Stanley were in a band with prior to Kiss called Wicked Lester. That guy's name is Steve Coronel. So, Steve Coronel. You're going to hear that name later if we keep doing Kiss reviews. This is actually the very first Kiss song with a co-writer from outside the band. The very first one. Now, keep in mind, on the first album, they did that cover of the Bobby Rydell song, Kissin' Time. That wasn't on the original album, so I don't really count that too much. So, Steve Coronel is actually the first guy to co-write a Kiss song that was never in the band. Lyrics, they're just bizarre. Absolutely strange lyrics. Very creepy lyrics. It's an interesting story. I'm 93, you're 16 type stuff. I mean, it's just bizarre. Weird stuff. Brilliant stuff. 5 out of 5 just for the sheer weirdness of it. Just absolutely fantastic lyrics. The vocals, are just perfect for the song. I mean, great job by Gene singing this song. Once again, the harmonies, absolutely fantastic. 5 out of 5 on the vocals. The drums, there's some interesting things going on with the drums that I just absolutely love. Peter doesn't overplay anything. He does a really great job. In fact, he just keeps getting better as this album goes on so far. Perfect job on the drums as far as I'm concerned. 5 out of 5. The bass, it's all tied together just like it should be. Absolutely brilliant bass playing. Once again, a 5 out of 5. The rhythm guitar, oh my, is that a fantastic riff in this song. It's just, it's nice and slow like the song is, and creepy, and I love it. 5 out of 5 on the rhythm guitar. The lead guitar, the solo is absolutely perfect for this song, and there are also some great licks going on in the chorus that I just absolutely love. 5 out of 5 once again. So Goin' Blind is a 30 out of 30 song in my opinion. Now that brings us up to the title track of this album, Hotter Than Hell. This song, let's go ahead and jump into it here. The lyrics, you get a great visual here. Once again, it's a great story. It's easy to follow. If you're not familiar with the song, the narrator, in this case Paul Stanley, because he's not only the writer but also the singer of this song. He sees this woman, I would guess at a bar or whatnot, but he starts flirting with her, and it's like, well, interesting, but there's something you need to know. So it's a great, great story. 5 out of 5 for the lyrics. The vocals, absolutely brilliant delivery by Paul Stanley here. And once again, the harmonies are right on point. That's going to be a consistent theme with these guys. The harmony vocals are just fantastic. 5 out of 5 on the vocals. The drums, very solid, really good. Great fills going on here. Not quite perfect in my opinion. 4 out of 5. The bass, killer groove here by Gene. Absolutely love it. Um, really, that's a 5 out of 5 on the bass. Rhythm guitar, I love, love, love the riff here. Is it perfect? Not quite, but it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. It's a 4 out of 5. The lead guitar on this, there is a great little solo during the intro, which is just fantastic. Um, there's some cool little things going on between the verses with the lead guitar. Um, I love that lick in the second verse. The outro solo, just absolutely fantastic. 5 out of 5 on the lead guitar. Now, as a side note on this song, Paul Stanley had said that this song was heavily influenced by the song All Right Now by Free. So that's just kind of an interesting side note there. I can kind of hear it. Took me a while to hear it, but I hear it. Hotter Than Hell is a 28 out of 30. Very good song. Excellent song here. And next up is a song. This song is much better live, but I love this song. The live version goes on a lot longer than the 2 minutes and 15 or 17 seconds or however long it is. It's not a very long song on the album. Love the live versions though. Song written by Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. This song is called Let Me Go Rock and Roll. The lyrics, yeah, it's fun to sing along with, but the lyrics don't make any sense. They're cheesy, kind of lame, but they fit the song. They're fun. Are they terrible? No, but they're really not all that good. So I give them a 3 out of 5 on the lyrics. The vocals, Gene Simmons sings lead on this song, and it sounds like he's having a whole lot of fun doing it. Great vocals on here by Gene. Great harmony vocals here. 5 out of 5 right there. The drums, very high energy. Peter Criss also sounds like he's having fun here. 5 out of 5 on the drums. The bass, just fantastic groove here by Gene Simmons. In fact, I went to one of their shows here a couple years back, and each member of the band had their own little solo in the song, and Gene played this really cool little bass solo that was fantastic. But that little solo doesn't apply to my rating on the album version. It still gets a 5 out of 5. Perfect bass playing. The rhythm guitar. Oh, this is fun. This is a lot of fun. There's a very 1950s rock and roll feel to it. Sounds like something Chuck Berry would have come up with. Fantastic job. 5 out of 5. Rhythm guitar. Lead guitar. There are multiple solos in this song. It's just fantastic. It's just packed with killer licks throughout. A lot of signature Ace techniques, a lot of Chuck Berry-ish type techniques. 5 out of 5 on lead guitar, giving this song a 28 out of 30. Now, if we flip the record over, You young kids might not know what that means, but flip the record over and we get to side two and a song called All the Way. This song was written by Gene Simmons, who also sang lead on it. Um, Full disclosure, I thought I was going to rank this song a lot lower. But once I actually got into it and started critiquing it and listening to it, the lyrics are actually better written than I remember them being. They're actually pretty good, really. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for the lyrics. The vocals, once again, the harmonies. The harmonies are fantastic. Now, this song may have been better suited for Peter Criss or Paul Stanley to sing, but Gene Simmons does a good job here, so he gets a 4 out of 5 on the vocals. The drums, solid drumming, great fills, not quite perfect in my opinion. 4 out of 5. The bass, to me, this is the highlight of the song. Fantastic bass in this song, killer groove. 5 out of 5. Rhythm guitar, once again, great riff, good job by Paul Stanley. 4 out of 5. Lead guitar, there's some cool licks going on here that I really like. There's a nice solo. 4 out of 5. So this song, All the Way, gets a 25 out of 30. Not bad for a song that thought I was going to score lower than that, honestly. Next up, this is a song written by Gene Simmons, and again, Gene sings lead on this. This is a song called Watching You. This song is another one that you need to hear live. Fantastic. The lyrics are very well written, also very creepy, almost kind of stalkerish. They're not quite as creepy as Going Blind, but very creepy and stalkerish type lyrics, well written. 4 out of 5. The vocals, it's very solid, very solid. Gene does a really good job. This song is just written for Gene, but he doesn't do quite a perfect job. The harmonies are really good again. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 on the vocals. The drums. There's some really cool things going on with the drums here. Great job here, especially in the break. Great job by Peter Criss. 5 out of 5. On the bass, Gene does a really good job moving the song along. Great groove. 4 out of 5. Rhythm guitar. I love the riff in this song. Just a fantastic job. Not just fantastic, perfect. 5 out of 5. On lead guitar, there's some cool licks going on in the solo that I really like, during the chorus that I really like. Ace throws in some really cool licks. The solo to me, it's not a typical Ace Frehley solo. It's kind of strange for Ace. That's not a complaint. Solo's kind of broken up a little bit, but it works, and it works brilliantly to the point that I give it a 5 out of 5. It's just fantastic work here on lead guitar. So Watching You gets a 27 out of 30. Next up is a song called Mainline. This is written by Paul Stanley, sung by Peter Criss. Actually, according to Paul Stanley, and I've never heard anyone dispute this, including Peter Criss himself, Peter threatened to quit the band if he didn't get to sing this song. Now, with 50 years of hindsight, I do believe that Peter should have been the one to sing this song. It's a great song for his voice. But Uh, Paul Stanley at the time, and I see where Paul is coming from on this, was not happy about that. I mean, what? I write this song and you demand to sing it, or you're going to quit the band? Well, needless to say, Paul acquiesced, and honestly, I think that was the right move. So let's go ahead and get into it. Uh, the lyrics, not bad, not Paul's best, not terrible, um, not great. 3 out of 5 for the lyrics, in my opinion. On the vocals, like I said, it was the right choice to have Peter Criss sing this song. His voice is just absolutely perfect for this song. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 on the vocals, no question about it. The drums, they're good, but it's nothing special. Just when I thought Peter was actually doing some pretty good drumming on here, which he has been actually, he doesn't really do much for me here, but it's not bad. He gets a 3 out of 5. The bass, good job holding the song together. Solid bass playing here, 4 out of 5. Rhythm guitar, I love the riff. Very Rolling Stones feel to it, which is very typical of Kiss, especially in the early days. They were very influenced by the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, the Who, Cream, all those bands, as I told you in my previous review. No surprise here that this has a very Stones feel to it. 4 out of 5 for the rhythm guitar. The lead guitar is a really good solo for the song. Ace does a good job. Perfect? Not quite. 4 out of 5 though. I mean, it's a good song. Good solo, good playing. This is another song I thought I was going to be harsher to, and honestly, it is the worst song on the album in my opinion, but it's still pretty good. It gets a 23 out of 30. So it's not terrible, but not great. All right, now we get into a song written by Paul Stanley and Ace Frehley. Now, according to Paul Stanley, and I've never heard Ace dispute this, Ace came in with some good ideas. He came in with a killer riff. Paul loved it, but he didn't have any lyrics to it. It wasn't a finished song, so Ace comes in with some good ideas, doesn't know where to go with it. Paul Stanley helps him with that, throws some lyrics to it. They put it together, make a complete song out of it. At least that's Paul Stanley's version of events. I have not heard Ace Frehley say otherwise, or anybody else for that matter. So I have no reason but to accept Paul's version of events here. The song is called Coming Home. The song, let's go ahead and get into it here. The lyrics, there's a good story here. Basically, it sounds like, rock star out on the road type story. I'm out here in all these hotels and they all look the same, and now I'm coming home. It's a good story, but I think the lyrics could have been a little bit better. And you still get a 4 out of 5 for it. I mean, it's good. The vocals. Paul Stanley sings this song. An excellent, fantastic lead vocal. Absolutely brilliant lead vocal here. The harmonies are tight. Just beautiful vocals on this song. 5 out of 5. The drums. Peter once again redeeming himself here. Good job moving the song along. Great job actually on the drums. Perfect? No, but he still gets a 4 out of 5. The bass. Bass also does a great job of moving the song along. By the way, if you heard that was Molly. She says hi. was I? Oh yeah, the bass. Great job driving the song along, moving it. There's some interesting bass parts in here. Great job. 5 out of 5 on the bass. Rhythm guitar. This is actually the dominant part of the song as I see it, and honestly, it's the highlight of the song as I see it. Other than the vocals, really, uh, just fantastic. I love this riff. Uh, 5 out of 5. What else can you say? I mean, it's just perfect in my opinion. Lead guitar. There's some interesting, subtle little lead parts in here. No real solo per se, but still a good job by Ace, a solid job. Um, it gets a 4 out of 5, mainly because there's no real solo. So coming home, and I forgot to look at my final score here. 27. 27 out of 30 for Coming Home. Now we get into a song written by Ace Frehley. This song is called Strange Ways. A couple notes on this song. First of all, this is a very heavy and dark song. It sounds like it was very Sabbath inspired. Um, just fantastic. Just slow plodding, heavy groove, very dark. Peter Criss wanted a drum solo in this song. He wanted to record a drum solo, kind of like In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida style, I guess. Now, according to some sources, it was recorded and then cut later in editing. And some sources say that it wasn't recorded at all. Who's right on this? I don't know. All I know is that drum solo that Peter Criss wanted is not in this song. And quite honestly, I think that's probably a good thing. Let's go ahead and get into it. The lyrics are a little bit strange. I'm not really sure what they mean. Of course they'd be strange. The song is called Strange Ways. Just because there were some strange lyrics earlier that I had ranked pretty high, that doesn't mean that strange lyrics are always good. I mean, they're not bad. 3 out of 5 on the lyrics. But, then again, Ace Frehley is the type who will sacrifice lyrics for a good riff, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Peter Criss actually sings lead on this song. So when we get into the vocals, his voice and his style are just absolutely perfect here. In the chorus, Gene Simmons seems to dominate the chorus, but I mean, there's still some good harmony. The harmonies are there. It's just that Gene is the one that you hear most prominently. Great job overall. In fact, I would say that Gene being the dominant voice in the chorus kind of enhances the song. So, 5 out of 5 on the vocals. The drums. There are some interesting nuances going on with the drums here. I think it's a great job. In fact, I think if that solo had been included, I might have even dropped this down a little bit. But maybe not. Maybe I would have still ranked it a 5 out of 5. Absolutely perfect on the drums as far as I'm concerned. The bass, yeah, it's heavy and it's dark and it's plodding and it just fits the song perfectly. The bass, I mean, to my ears, it's the dominant part of the song. It's the highlight of the song, in my opinion. 5 out of 5, absolutely perfect. The rhythm guitar, there's a heavy riff. Like I said, it's reminiscent of Black Sabbath, which would make sense because that's one of several bands that Kiss was inspired by. 5 out of 5 for the rhythm guitar. The lead guitar, I think the chorus is enhanced by Ace's leads there. Uh, he does some really cool things during the chorus that I just absolutely love. The solo, Ace's solo in this song, to me, they show that he is highly underrated as a guitarist. Always has been, in my opinion, even though he did inspire millions to pick up the guitar. 5 out of 5, which gives Strange Ways a 28 out of 30. So, those are the 10 songs on Hotter Than Hell. What do we come up with here? Well, the lyrics are the weak part of this album, with a 40 out of 50 possible points. The vocals are, I scored the vocals at a 46 out of 50. The drums, as far as the instruments are concerned, this is the low point with a 42 out of 50. The bass is a 46 out of 50. The rhythm guitar, 46 out of 50. Lead guitar, also 46 out of 50. So as you can see, this is just a fantastic album all the way around. So the grand total is 266 out of possible 300 points. So considering there's that many points here, do a little bit of simple division. You got to round up a little bit here. I give Hotter Than Hell an 8.9 out of 10. Just a fantastic album. Great job all the way around. If you're familiar with the album, I'm sure you have the same opinion. If you love this album, I get it. If you're not familiar with this album, pick it up. Give it a spin. Now, I will note that the production is kind of muddy and dark, and some people dock points for that. I don't dock points for the production. But I will say that between the first album, which also had some production issues, and the second album, they both had production issues. They were both produced by Kenny Kerner and Richie Wise. And in my opinion, it's a fortunate thing that they never again produced another Kiss album. I'm sure they were great producers, but they weren't right for this band. So, with that said, once again, we have an 8.9 out of 10 for Hotter Than Hell. You either agree with me or you don't. That's fine. There's a comment section below for that. Let me know what you think. Let's have a discussion. Also, like, share, subscribe. I've heard that there's a bell around here somewhere that you can ring. So go ahead and do that. And you know what? I promise the next video won't have anything to do with Kiss at all. And I think you're going to like that one. In fact, it's not even going to be an album review. So hopefully you'll dig what we got coming up next. Stay tuned.